Hi friends, I am your friend Ganesh Patil, motivational speaker, language expert and counselor. Today I am going to help you in understanding the concept of future tense, different uses of future tense. We'll compare and contrast the various types of future tenses and we'll also consider the other ways to show future actions in addition to future tenses. How to show future action? Subject plus shall will plus first form of the verb plus object complement or other parts. In passive voice, object plus shall will plus be plus third form of the verb plus by plus subject. Let's see the example. Anuj will buy a book tomorrow. Tomorrow is in future. So the action of buying will take place tomorrow. He will help you to complete work. He will help you to complete work in future. Generally, after the words like think, hope, feel, guess, we should take simple future. For example, I think India will break the record. There are certain rules governing the use of shall and will. Generally, after I and we take shall, and it shows just future action. But if we take will after I and we, it shows determination or certainty. I shall buy a book. So I shall buy. But if I say I will means in any condition, I am certain and determined to buy a book. We'll complete the task tomorrow. Shows determination because will is used after we. I will break the world record. So certainty because will is used after I. So generally the people who use will after I and we are confident. They are determined. I shall write the homework today. Show future but no determination. We shall watch the match tomorrow. It is less certain. But if I say we will watch the match tomorrow, it will be more certain. We discussed I and we generally takes shall after it. On the other hand, he, she, it generally takes will after it. If we use will after he, she, it, you, they, it shows normal future. But instead of will after he, she, it, and they and you, if we use shall, then the meaning changes. It implies order, command, or arrangement. Let's see the example. Prashant will sing a song. This shows future action. But if I say Gautam shall select a book, Gautam shall select a book in future because he has been ordered to do so, or because according to an arrangement he has been given the work of selecting a book, and so he shall select a book. He, she, it shall means the action will be done by the subject but not by his own will, but because he has been ordered or because it is an arrangement and according to that he would do that. They shall report tomorrow. They shall report tomorrow as per the order or as per the arrangement or plan, not with their own will. Have a look at some other ways to show future. Be going to. Be means is MR, or if be is used in the past it means was were. So be going to is also used to show future. Simple future tense shall will plus V1 also used to show future. And continuous present tense is also sometimes used to show future. Simple present tense is also used to show schedules in future. So let us have a look at the examples and how we can use different ways to show future according to the appropriate situations. Simple future, as I told you, you can simply indicate action in future or the action that is not in your full control. For example, I think he will pass. So you think, but it's not in your control. I hope it will rain today. Let's see be going to. Be going to is am are going to shows the intention of doing some action in future and the action is completely in the control of the subject. For example, I'm going to write a letter to PM. So that's my intention. Intention of writing letter to Prime Minister. The action is fully in control of the subject and be going to is showing an intention or purpose. Akash is going to buy a book tomorrow. Akash has the intention of buying a book tomorrow. So to show intention in future, use is am are going to. Simple future shall will plus V1. You can simply indicate action in future. After I think, I hope, I consider, you may use shall or will. Continuous present tense you can use to show planning in near future. For example, we are spending these summer vacations in Australia. So these summer vacations are in future, but we are planning to spend them in Australia. So continuous present may sometimes be used to show arrangement in near future. Simple future can also be used to show schedule in future. For example, Chief Minister arrives at 11 a.m. and inaugurates function at 12 tomorrow. So tomorrow's schedule is shown using simple present. Gitanjali Express arrives at 11:30 tomorrow. Another example of schedule or future schedule. Let's see what's the difference between continuous future and continuous perfect future. Continuous future shows action that will be continue at a particular moment in future for short span of time. For example, you will be watching a match tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, the action will be continued for short span of time. The action may start in future, will be continue at that time. On the other hand, continuous perfect future shows action that will be continue at a particular moment in future and it will be continue for a long time, long span of time. For example, you will have been working in US in 2030. Now you are in India, but in 2030 you will have been working, means a long time, you will have been working for a long time in 2030. Maybe you will start working there in 2025 or 26 and the work will be going on in 2030 for long duration, 3, 4, 5 years, and therefore I said will have been working instead of will be working. I hope you understood what's the difference between continuous future and continuous perfect future. Continuous future, short span of time, short duration action continue at a moment, at a particular moment in future. Continuous perfect future, action will be continue at a particular moment in future but for a long duration. I hope you understood it. Let's have a look at perfect future and the use of perfect future. Perfect future is used to indicate that action will be over by a particular moment in future. Perfect future takes subject plus shall will plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. And passive voice in perfect future takes object plus shall will plus have plus been plus V3 plus by and subject. For example, Prashant will have completed his graduation by 2026. By 2026, the action of completing graduation will be over. Let us have a look at another example. Shrishti will have built her house by 2027. So 2027 is a particular moment in future, and by that particular moment in future, the action of building her house will be over. In perfect future, generally you will find by plus some movement in future. So that movement in future that is mentioned after by indicates the deadline for the completion of that action, right? It shows that action will be over by that particular moment. In simple future, we just indicate that some action will take place in future, but in perfect future we indicate that action will be over, completed by a particular moment in future. That's the difference between simple future and perfect future. Generally, you will find that in perfect future or continuous perfect future, there is use of by plus some movement in future to indicate that action will either be over by a particular movement or will be continue for a long time by that movement. Will be continue for a long time by that movement is shown in continuous perfect future that we have discussed. I hope you understood the various types of future tenses and the various ways to show future and the different shades of future using be going to, simple past, continuous present to show future, or schedules in future. I hope the differences are clear to you now, and you can use a perfect way to show perfect situation in future. Hope you enjoyed this discussion and this video has benefited you. If it has really benefited you, then hit the like button, subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you. Enjoy learning English.